Welcome back to the channel and to the series of savoury starts where we share alternative ideas for breakfast that are savoury rather than sweet. Maybe you're someone who's just a bit tired of having cereal coated with sugar, covered with milk, or cereal bound together with sugar and covered with milk, or cereal that's processed into bread that's then covered with sugar, flavoured with fruit, and you get the picture. Well, there is another way, and millions of people have breakfasts like this all around the world every day. And I want to share these breakfasts with you so that you can give them a go and see what you think. In this one, I want to share super easy and delicious recipe. I mean, it's hardly a recipe at all. It's really just two components, a spicy flatbread and a very simple omelette rolled together and enjoyed. So let's crack on with it. The flatbread is the key here, and it's called a Thepla, and it's from the northern part of India. And if you're familiar with chapatis or rotis, it's a take on that, but it's got some extra spices in it. Now, there are lots of recipes on YouTube for how to make these, but you can also buy them commercially, and we have a local supplier that makes really rather delicious ones. So here they are. This is what they look like. And as you can see, they're very thin, and they've got lots of spices. So fenugreek and turmeric and chili and garlic and ginger. So really delicious. Okay. Now the first step is entirely optional, but I quite like to do this as it gives a nice nutty note to the dish. And so you take a tablespoon of sesame seeds and lightly toast them in a dry pan or skillet. So you don't want to overdo this, you just want a little bit of brown colouring to the sesame seeds and they'll smell really toasty. And then pop them into a bowl and set aside. Next, you want to take one of the Theplas and, just warm it through on the skillet. Now, this only takes a minute or so. So the skillet's already nice and warm. So pop it on there and just let it warm through. And once it's warmed through on one side, you can flip it over and warm the other side. And again, just leave it for maybe 10 seconds to warm through. Once that's done, you transfer it to a clean tea towel, preferably with some marine life on it, to keep it warm while you get on with the omelette. So take your egg, crack it into a bowl, add a pinch of salt, and then gently whisk it. Next, take a knob of butter, add it to the hot pan, and listen to the sizzle. Once you've got a lovely foamy butter, you can pour in the egg mixture. Swirl it around to coat the pan and give it maybe half a minute to cook through and set on that side. Just before you turn it over, scatter some of the toasted sesame seeds on the top. And then flip it over to cook the other side. It only takes a few seconds to cook through on the other side, and once it's done, you transfer it to your Thepla and roll it up. It's as simple as that. So for a lovely breakfast, a lovely savoury breakfast, I might add a couple of tomatoes, a nice dollop of tangy yoghurt, and a spoonful of pickle. If you like this one, then do have a look at the other videos on savoury starts. Bye-bye. You've got to try this one. You've got to. Really good. So easy. Right. Excuse me.